Welcome to the Explainer. Today we are diving into a really fascinating text called Esoteric Treasures. Now it makes some pretty huge claims about a hidden power that's tucked away inside every single one of us. So we're going to break down the biggest ideas for you right here.
So, right out of the gate, the source hits us with this. You are the universe. You just don't know it. I mean, wow, that's the central puzzle we're going to try and solve today. What on earth does it mean to be the universe? And if it's true, why don't we feel it? Let's find out.
Okay, so our whole journey today is basically a search for treasure. But, we're not talking about gold coins or anything like that. The source claims the most valuable treasure you could ever find is already inside you. And the first step is just understanding this word, esoteric. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds kind of intimidating, right? Like it's for some secret club you need a password for. But that's exactly why we're doing this explainer. We're gonna take these supposedly specialized ideas and make them super simple and practical for everybody. And here is the core claim. It's wild. The source says that your DNA isn't just the biological code for your eye color. Nope, it's the book of life itself. Eternity, miracles, that connection to everything. It's all supposedly encoded right there, just waiting for you to find the key. So, the big question is, if this incredible treasure is inside us, why is it so hard to find? Well, the source uses this brilliant metaphor to explain it. It says life is like a video game. And the crazy part? Most of us are playing it completely on autopilot, without even knowing a game is being played.
And just think about it for a second. Life is constantly throwing stuff at you, right? A stressful email, a frustrating comment online, someone cutting you off in traffic. And we're just constantly reacting. It's like we're just mashing buttons in a panic, totally unaware that there are rules to this game and a way to win.
And this slide just lays out the rules so perfectly. When you instinctively lash out, fire off that angry comment on Facebook, that's a strike. You've lost that round. But when you can pause and consciously choose to respond with kindness, well, that's a home run. You just leveled up. Okay, so how do you actually do that? How do you stop mashing buttons and start hitting those home runs? According to the source, the key is a ridiculously simple tool you have with you every single moment, your breath. That's it. This is presented as the key that unlocks everything else. Just look at that number. It's staggering. Over 672 million. That's how many chances you get to tap into this power. It is the single most consistent thing in your entire life. And yet, for most of us, we completely ignore it. And this really gets to the heart of the paradox. The very thing that's keeping you alive, this little miracle happening right under your nose, is what the source says connects you to everything. But our attention is almost always somewhere else, completely oblivious. And what's really cool is how mechanical it is. It's not some mystical thing. The source says when you breathe through your mouth, you're physically triggering your body's fight or flight response, flooding it with stress chemicals. But just by switching to breathing through your nose, you do the exact opposite. You promote a state of calm. It's that simple. I absolutely love this metaphor. Your mind can be just a mess of static, right? All that anxiety, anger, just noise. Your breath is the dial. You can literally use it to tune out all that static and find a clearer frequency, one of kindness, compassion, and clarity. So this all builds to the final outcome. Controlling your breath isn't just a little mental trick to feel better. It's about taking command of your physical state. It's about becoming the master chemist of your own body. Because the reality is we're all playing with this inner chemistry kit all day, every day, whether we realize it or not. Every single thought, every emotion, joy, anger, whatever, it releases a corresponding cocktail of chemicals directly into your system. And this is just such a perfect way to put it. Think about it. When you get furious at somebody else, who's the one who actually feels the effects of all those stress chemicals? You are. You're the one literally drinking the poison. We do it to ourselves all the time. So here's the game plan, the practical takeaway. First, you just have to notice when you're in that poison drinking state. Second, you use the tool, your breath, to stop and recalibrate your system. Then third, that pause allows you to tap into something better, what the source calls an ocean of love inside you. And finally, you just repeat that process, and eventually you become the master of your own state. And let's just be really clear. This isn't some chore. It's not about being boring or restrictive. This whole thing is framed as the most exciting adventure you can possibly go on. It's the ultimate video game, mastering yourself to discover the universe you're carrying around inside. Which brings us to this final powerful question. The source suggests there is a direct line to this inner treasure, to this universal connection. And that phone has been ringing for you your entire life. The only question left is, will you finally pick it up?